Alright guys, now that you've finished your video on rounding, we're going to do a few together as a class. Let's go over a few things that the video talked about. Some key things about rounding, okay? What's the first key thing that you need to know about rounding? Know your place value. If you do not know the place value, are you going to be able to round? No ma'am. Okay? You've all got charts to fill in. If you're not sure, add it to the chart and it'll show you what number falls into the place value. However, I prefer you just know it and learn it. Okay, guys? The next key. If you're rounding, here's some key things. 0 to 4. If the number is 0 to 4, does it stay the same or round up? That's right, it stays the same. Okay? What about if the number is 5 to 9? What are you doing? Rounding up. Good job. All right. Which way do we look if we're going to round? If you have a number in if it says round to the nearest thousandths, you're going to find the number in the thousandths place and round to the right. Okay? You're looking to the right. That number to the right is what you're looking for, 0 to 4 or 5 to 9. Okay? Good job, guys. Let's do a few together and see if we got it under control. Okay, your first one. Round the number 178,421 to the nearest 10,000. Okay, I'm going to write it on the board. You copy it. 178,421. It says round it to the nearest 10,000. So what do we need to do first? Find the 10,000s place. Who can tell me the 10,000s place? Good job. You've got your ones, your tens, your hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. Let's put a box around it so we know which number we're rounding. Are we going to change the number to the left? No. Let's go ahead and bring it down. Okay? Now, we're looking to the right. What number's to the right? 8. Okay? Does 8 fall under 0 to 4 or 5 to 9? That's right, 5 to 9. So we're going to round up. What is that 8 going to make that 7 change to? Good job, 8. Now, who can tell me what we do with the rest of the place values? We need 1, 2, 3, 4 more numbers. What are those numbers going to be when we're rounding? Good job, we're going to change them to 0. So if we look at the number 178,421 rounded to the nearest 10,000s, what is that going to round to? 180,000. Are there any questions? Good job. All right, let's try another one. Okay, your next one is going to be, listen carefully, 47,754. 47,754. Okay, we're going to round it to the nearest hundredths place. These seem easy, but I want you to get some easy ones while we're doing them together, and then I'm going to give you a few to work on your own. Okay, rounding it to the hundredths place. What number's in the hundredths place? 7. Okay? We are going to look to the right. Good. We're going to look to the right. Do you have 0 to 4 or 5 to 9? 5 to 9. So what are you going to do? Round up. What do the numbers to the left do? They stay the same. 47,000. We're rounding up. What's that 7 going to be? It's going to turn to an 8. And what happens to the numbers behind it, to the right of it? That's right, you're going to leave them to 0. So what does that round to? 47,800. Are there any questions? All right, I'm going to put one up, and I want you to work it on your own first. I'm going to give you 1 minute, and then we'll work it as a class. All right, we're going to round to the nearest thousands place. So what's the first thing you need to do? You have to know where the thousands place is, okay? I'll give you about 30 seconds. Everybody should have the place value now. I'm going to underline it, rounding to the nearest thousands place. A few quick reminders. We're looking to the right to tell if it rounds up or if it stays the same. Check your numbers, 0 to 4 or 5 to 9. Hands up if you're done. All right, let's do it together. Let's look to the right. What do we have to the right? Is a 2. Is it going to stay the same or round up? That's right, it's going to stay the same. Okay, so our 6 is going to stay the same. We know our numbers to the left stay the same. And what happens to the numbers behind it? They turn to zeros. Did everybody get this answer? Good job. All right, we're going to do a couple more. I'm going to put 2 on the board this time. All right, let's look at the first one. We're going to round it to the nearest 100,000. You have to know the 100,000s place. I'm going to put an HT over here to remind you, 100,000s. Okay, on the next one, you're going to round to the nearest 10 million. I'm going to put a TM, 10 million. Oh, we're getting in those bigger numbers. You're going to have to really know your place value, okay? While we're doing it, I want you to look. You got to know the place value. You got to look to the right. Know if the number is 0 to 4. If it stays the same, 5 to 9, it rounds up. Okay, so we're looking at the 100,000s on the first one. Who has already found the 100,000 spot? All right, what number is it? Good job, it's 4. Let's put a box around it so we don't forget. And what number are we looking for on the second one? The 10 million spot. So we got to go over to the millions. And we're looking at the 10 millions spot. Okay, so we're looking to the right. Looking to the right on both numbers. Both numbers, actually on both, are the same. Are they 0 to 4 or 5 to 9? They're both 5 to 9, so on both you're going to round up. What is your 4 going to round up to? Good job. It's going to round to 5. Your numbers to the left stay the same. What happens to the numbers behind it? They all turn to zeros. Good. Oops. So you've got 7,500,000. Good job. Let's go to the next one. We said it rounds up because it's 5 to 9. It's going to make that 7 round up to an 8. Numbers to the left stay the same. Numbers to the right all turn to zeros. Good job. Make sure you put your commas in the right spot. And we've got 480 million. Those are big numbers, but that's how they work out. All right, I'm going to give you a few to do on your own as a ticket out the door, and you can go to your next class. Bell's going to ring in about 5 minutes. Going to round the first one to the nearest million. Okay? We're going to round the second one to the nearest 100,000s. We're going to round the third one to the nearest thousands. Okay? It's going to be your ticket out the door. Leave them by the door while you leave. And have a great day. Thank you.